Hey everybody, this is Natalie with Light of Ascension Tarot. Thank you for being here today. Today's reading is called What Light Codes Are You Currently Receiving? Now, light codes can be signs, patterns, words that we hear that help activate us, help us get new ideas, help us ascend to a higher version of ourselves and become clear about things. And light codes are here to, and it's interesting because I've personally, I'll tell you guys a personal experience I've had with a light code before. I do watch tarot readings sometimes myself, not normally for relationship type readings, but I mean, I have before, but not recently. And I watch more spiritual type readings, and there is one reader that I watch her quite a bit, and I've watched her for a long time. I really like her work a lot. But, you know, as she was speaking and as she was going through something, and as I was walking and listening to her reading and meditating on it, it's like I actually got the idea to start this channel separate from my other tarot channel. And in the moment that, and she didn't specifically say, you should start another tarot channel. It wasn't like a specifically that message, but it's like as she was talking, that became so clear to me of what I needed to do. And so those are like those light codes when you get activated by a certain piece of art or music or a dream or words that somebody says to you that you later are like, okay, like that was something that I needed. That was information that I needed. And sometimes we can get activated by like seeing certain patterns, signs, geometric shapes, etc. So the goal of this reading that I have is to help you do that in some area of your life so you can receive a light code, okay? And I never really understood what that was until it clearly got pointed out to me, until it happened. And you always hear about people talking about portals and light codes. I mean, portals are a different thing, but you know, I never really understood what that was until it happened to me. It's very subtle, but in the moment, it's like you're just, when you hear something or see something, it's like, boom, you know what you need to do, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. We can also use light codes for like activating our DNA, activating like talents within us that we didn't know we had, becoming clear about what we need to do more of or train more in. So there's such a variety of things. And if any of you want to leave any comments about, you know, light codes that you've received, or, you know, moments that that's happened to you or you've done that for someone else, let me know, because I'd love to hear your stories. I feel like it's something we can talk about more, like tangibly, what is a light code, okay? So I just wanted to start off with that. And for each of the piles here, I have the Amethyst for pile number 1, if you're drawn to pile number 1. I have the red agate for pile number 2, if you're drawn to that. And if you're drawn to the rose quartz, you're gonna go ahead and pick pile number 3. Okay, and I'll have the timestamp below so you can go directly to your pile. Additionally, for those of you that want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, details for how to do that are below. And also too, for those of you that haven't checked out my other YouTube channel, Power Moon Tarot by Natalie H, you can find a link to that in the description box below. And on that channel, I do more love, romance, pick-a-cards, 18+ readings. So check me out on both channels, and thank you for being here today. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay. So let's put the other piles aside. We have Oracle, pre-shuffled Oracle cards. I don't know what's in the piles though, and I'm excited to be using some Oracle decks that I normally don't get to use in readings, maybe on my other channel, and I'm excited to use them here. I'm going to be using Alana Fairchild, Rumi Oracle, and Alana Fairchild Lightworker Oracle, and a couple other ones here too. Highly recommend her cards, highly recommend her guidebooks. Look how thick they are. I mean, there is some real, you'll see I even have pages in here like, you know, I like lined up and everything, because she's, I mean, her work is phenomenal, but her guide decks or her oracle decks are beautiful, and her guidebooks are like straight up a lot of information. So loving that. And let's go ahead and get into pile number one. Pile number one, welcome to your reading. You chose the Amethyst, and today's reading is called What Light Codes Are You Currently Receiving? Now, for those of you that want an example of what a light code is, or you've never heard that term before, watch the intro to this video because I give an example. I talk about what a light code is. And yeah, it's basically patterns, symbols through art, music, things that people say, where you start getting a subconscious reminder that becomes conscious of what you need to do and the steps you need to take, and it helps you with your ascension process. Okay, so that's a quick summary, but if you want more detail, you can definitely watch the intro of my video. So let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, we're here today. I just feel like saying, hail, spirits, angels, and guides. Thanks for working with us. Thanks for being here with us today. And thank you for being with me in this reading. What light codes is pile number one currently receiving in their life? Thank you so much. Okay, let's do it. Pile number one. We have beyond death, life. Okay, so interesting. You guys could have a lot of spirits that talk to you, or a lot of ancestors wanting to come in with messages here. And I feel like, you know, when it comes to death, like we have to be courageous. Like that's the only way we're leaving this planet someday is through death. But I also feel like some of you in this pile could be mediums, or you could have talent in that area. I'm seeing the initial N in here too. I feel like, you know, spirit is definitely communicating with you guys. And, you know, I'm seeing the word scrubs too, and the name Ron, R-O-N, R-O-N. Yeah, so I'm also seeing the word Michael, all right, or the name Michaela here. But I feel like there are definitely spirits that are drawing close to you, right? We're going to read a little bit more about this card, but beyond death, there is life, okay? And some of you guys may have gone through a pretty dark time yourselves and are now kind of coming out of the dark here, but let's go ahead and see. We have forgiveness. Yeah. So you guys are being, you know, imbued with the light codes of forgiveness. And it could be that this is the key to new life for you here. Reconciliation. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So some of you guys could really be forgiving some people in your life. And look at this energy here of coming back together after a time apart. Coming in through a time of forgiveness here. I'm also seeing like, you know, I think it's like Arabic kind of written up here in the corner. Some of you may have that background, or you may understand that type of writing. I don't, but I am seeing something here that starts with an S, all right? It's probably words like written in a light code here, you know? It's really, let's see. Let's see if we could, yeah, I'm seeing light. I'm seeing the LGT, which to me is like light, okay? And I'm seeing like a B and an L here, all right? So yeah, I definitely feel like the codes that are coming through to you right now, definitely seeing B's, like the letter B all over here. The codes that are coming in for you right now have to do with this reconciliation and this forgiveness energy. Maybe there is somebody who passed over onto the other side here, pile number one, that wants your forgiveness and would like you to know that they're here, they're around you, they see you, and they hope that you will forgive them and that there is life after death, okay? We have priorities, the building blocks for life, okay? We have the cosmos. The cosmos are mirroring you. So what you do in your day-to-day life affects the cosmos. It affects the order of the universe. We have Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. All right, so somebody here is wanting to get in touch with you again, and they're wanting to offer you an apology, all right? And it could be someone from the other side, pile number one. I mean, it doesn't have to be. There could be people in your everyday life too that are wanting, you know, they're wanting to tell you like, sorry, I didn't make you a priority. Sorry, I was focused on other things. I see the bigger picture now here with the cosmos, and they're trying to tell you like, hey, I'm seeing the bigger picture of what happened here. All right. And we have 3 of Cups here. And it's really interesting because I just got ecstasy here. Like ecstasy is something that came up. But anyway, we have 3 of Cups and it says share the love. Okay. So definitely someone is saying, I should have shared more of myself with you. I should have, you know, with this reconciliation energy, it's like share the love. I also feel like you guys were taught an important lesson here, an important light code about, you know, time is infinite, but not necessarily this time on the earth plane. And the time that we have together on the earth plane can be fleeting at times. And, you know, what we give our energy to and what we spend our time on and our priorities, right? Our top priority should be sharing love here. Yeah, we have 2 3s. We have reach out. So someone is really wanting to reach out to you in this reading pile number 1. They're really, really wanting to reach out and share love with you. They're really wanting to let you know that they're okay and they're fine now, and that they understand what happened and they're wanting to give back to you is what I feel here. Yeah, card number 27. This really wasn't supposed to be a mediumship reading, but I kind of feel like that's what it's turning into. I keep seeing the letter B again, and I feel like somebody is meditating on your name and sending you peaceful, loving energy from the other side. And you know what just hit me is we can receive light codes from people that have gone to the other side, right? We can receive light codes from them. And look at this light coming down, right? And look at this piece, this peaceful grid holder here that's holding this energy and the light that's coming down, right? And I feel like, you know, I feel like those who have passed over from your ancestors or a family member or a friend are trying to reach you to give you that energy of reconciliation and forgiveness, to soften your heart and tell you that they're sorry here, okay? Ooh, third eye. It's that psychic energy. My goodness. We have card 27 and card 37, okay? So I feel like something could have happened to one of you here when you were in your 20s, and then now, like later in life, it's like you see clearly and you have more peace about this situation. And this is the light code that you are receiving. Wow, you guys have the third eye and the amethyst. I mean, yeah, some of you here may be psychic, you may be medium, and you may feel like sometimes you're not able to fully tap into these abilities. And I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, let us, you know, your ancestors are coming through and saying, hey, let us, I'm getting the name Belinda. Hey, let us, you could have someone like that in your family, down your family line, etc. But I feel like they're saying like, come in and let us help you, you know, come to us and let us show you, let us help you is the energy. Seahorse, watch and wait. Okay. Yeah. Watch and wait. Like you guys are, look at this, look at the hands out, look at the light in these hands. People are trying to literally look at this heart in the hand out. Like people are literally, you know, and here's you guys here. You're like, I don't know if I can trust it. Like, look at her face. She's like, you know, have her hands closed and clasped together like that. Kind of the body language is a little bit more closed down, right? But it's like, okay, you know, like reopening up and letting people help you, I feel like is what's coming through here, pile number 1, opening up and letting people help you. And, you know, watch and wait. It's almost like, let me, you know, I don't want to say like prove my love to you. I just got those song lyrics from, you know, the Violent Femmes is like, you know, it's an old band from back in the day, but it's like, you know, tell me what I have to do to prove my love to you, right? And we have this seahorse energy with watch and wait. So it's like, you know, letting things come to us and receiving and letting people give to us, whether they're in our lives on the earth plane or our, you know, ancient passed over loved ones from our soul tribe. Like, you know, and someone here who's around a 53 could be an important number here, like, you know, somebody who's around 53 years age here. But yeah, like watch and wait. I feel like, okay, use your mind wisely. Number 47. Okay, so this is just a, you know, just like a little, like, you know, this is a little pat on your, feel like a little pat on your tushy, pile number 1 from Spirit, saying, use your mind wisely, watch and wait, and see what happens. And try not to be skeptical when others are wanting to give to you or wanting to show you how they care or wanting to build something here. We have priorities, building blocks for life, right? The building block for life is love, compassion, togetherness, you know, working with others, clearing your mind. I feel like with use your mind wisely in the pig spirit here, it's like it's this third eye and this peace that descends upon you where you actually feel like your mind like is more released and more relaxed than it's ever been. And I love that energy, pile number 1. I absolutely love it. It just feels so much better, okay? Yeah, oh my God, I got chills, pile number 1. This is card number 19, an invitation to connect. Oh my God, wow. So, whoa. So there definitely is here with this life beyond death, and there are spirits that are wanting to connect with you. They're extending an invitation to you. Look at this hand with the heart out here. They're extending an invitation to you here to connect. And it's a reconciliation to say, hey, you know, we're going to bring you peace and clarity, and we're going to help clear your mental body. Like, you guys have a whole team in spirit, family members, you know, loved ones, etc., that are actually working actively to help you clear your mental body, okay? And to put you into more of a watch and wait seahorse, into more of a trusting kind of flow with life type of energy, okay? And I want to look at this invitation to connect card here for you guys. And, you know, here, let's go ahead and see card number 19 here. All right, I feel like some of you feel like you have to hurry too right now. And Spirit is saying, no, watch and wait. Like, watch this unfold, okay? Invitation to connect. There's so many dimensions to existence. For those who are developing an evolved sensory perception, the senses will not be restricted to being impressed upon by the physical dimension. There are higher dimensions that the psychic or emotional nature can recognize, and even more refined that the higher mind can recognize, all right? Beyond that, there are dimensions that the mind, even in its most expansive state, cannot grasp, but the spirit knows to be real. The more your sensitivity to subtle energy evolves, the more aware you are becoming of these worlds beyond the worlds. For some, this will be easy to accept and will inspire interest in learning more. For others, may be tentative about exploring connections with non-earthly beings. Wow, wow. Those are where I got chills. Those are where the light codes are for you, pile number 1. Great peace can grow in the heart of those who are unafraid. Look at this. Look at this peace card right here, okay? Those who are open to the idea that beings that are aware of humanity but are not human themselves, who want to help humanity evolve and have the spiritual power to be able to do so. You have some powerful entities. I've had chills for almost this entire reading. You guys have some powerful entities trying to connect here. No matter how mixed up and consumed by darkness the world may seem at times, there are so many powers of light working to see the earth and humanity through this most interesting time, through this new age of enlightenment. It's all a part of the divine experiment of life, okay? If you've been contemplating life beyond the earth, perhaps talking to the stars, or gazing wistfully at other planets, if you have been intrigued by the mysterious codes of light and sound you are sure that you are sure are embedded in crop circles, or you simply have a feeling that you would like to work with beings who are more spiritually evolved, then you are being given a clear message with this oracle. There are beings in the other worlds that are very aware of your open, loving thoughts and feelings. Wow. Oh my God. Because you are unafraid and resonate from a place of peaceful curiosity and higher level awareness, you are capable of issuing the needed invitation to those who can reach out to you. Okay. Wow. Okay. Here's an invocation I'm going to read here too, that this may help open you up further, pile number 1. So I'm going to read this now. It says, as a member of the human race, through my own free will and for the greatest good, I call upon beings that resonate with the quality of unconditional love and wish to assist humanity and Earth to evolve on a path of divine love. I ask for the unconditionally loving ascended masters that serve Christ consciousness to be the gateway through which permission is confirmed for these beings to enter the Earth's field and assist humanity according to divine will, grace, and love. May all beings be happy and free. So be it. Wow. Oh my God, you guys. I love it. I so love it. Okay. And you guys actually picked the Starman Tarot here, which is modeled after David Bowie. And it, you know, it has to do with the stars too. It has to do with that ascension energy. I love that for you, pile number 1. I'm so into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what light codes is pile number 1 receiving specifically here. What light codes? Okay, we have the Fool, right? So the willingness to be a beginner and to do things that we haven't tried before and to take those risks that, you know, and I also feel like this is, you know, kind of like a Loki, L-O-K-I, like Loki kind of energy, kind of playful. Like I do feel some of you guys could have like a playful angel or a playful spirit around you that's like goading you on. That's like, come on, you know? So we have this Fool energy asking you to kind of step out of the box here, okay? And to not be afraid of, you know, the information. Also, the Fool is the energy, the pure energy of air. Okay, so it's like really opening up your mind, really opening that mind, right? Use your mind wisely, pig spirit, okay? Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, the Sun, nice. Okay, yeah, not being afraid, not, you know, and, you know, there's a time when I was in my early 20s and I was really getting open and activated to spirit, and actually sometimes it scared me a little bit. And it was a lot to take in, okay? And you know, and I feel like it's like you guys are coming to a place now where you can issue an invitation to connect with higher beings, and you can have peace and clarity in your mind, all right? And be open to receiving this. You are finally kind of now in a place in your life where this is possible, all right? Where you're ready to open up your energetic field to whatever comes in, right? The Fool, like you trust spirit that much. You're like, I'm opening, and you're not afraid anymore, okay? Because you guys have, if this is your energy, like you guys have deep protection in the astral realm, so don't even worry about it, okay? You guys have deep bench on the protection side, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what light codes. Ooh, we have the 10 of Cups. So yeah, it's like no more anxiety about where like your life is heading. I feel like no more anxiety about starting a new life path. No more anxiety about, you know, fear of being happy or a sense that, you know, life is so complicated, like it's hard to be happy on the earth plane, okay? I feel like you guys are letting go of this, and it's becoming more of like, how can we share the love? 10 of Cups. Look at this family on here. Like there's a mom, a dad, and a kid, and a bird over here, and a cat, right? And it's like, share the love with all of God's creatures and all of humanity, right? And I just see like people with their arms open. And I feel like for those of you that have children, like your legacy is your extension, all right? And of your love and your devotion and your grace in this incarnation, okay? Like it is a sign of your Yeah, and I don't think you guys have anything to be worried about. If you're, especially some of you, if you have a kid here who may be on a path that you're a little worried about, or you were once a child or a adolescent or something that was on a path that you're like, oh my God, thank God, you know? And I feel like you guys have all, you know, been highly protected, okay? Even if it seems like there's been a lot of crazy things that have happened, or there's been a lot of dramatic things that have happened, I feel like Spirit is saying, we've always, like, it may not seem like it with the Fool sometimes here, because it's like, oh my God, you know, but like, I made some decisions or some things happen, right? But I feel like your path has always been, it's always been blessed, is what I feel like, pile number one. It's always, even at times of great hardship, it's always been blessed, okay? Ooh, the 9 of Cups. Damn. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's like, how good can this actually get, right? Like, Spirit is holding its arms out to you and being like, we're here to give you what you want. And, you know, and some of you may be asking, like, is this as good as it gets, you know, in your life right now? And you may be thinking of taking a risk or putting yourself out there, or, you know, shaking up the apple cart a little bit here with this Fool energy. And Spirit is saying, it gets even better. Go ahead and take the risk. It gets even better. Your happiness is even brighter. Your destiny is even, you know, my future's so good, I gotta wear shades, right? I feel like it's like, and I feel like you're gonna be the toast of the town, pile number one. Like, people are gonna be like, wow, you know, look at how far you've come. Look at how you have so much to be proud of. You have so much to celebrate. And you've shared your success with others too. You've helped others, all right? So let's see here. We've got, okay, we have the Prince of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. And, you know, yeah, you guys have had times that I feel like have been, you felt stagnant, or things weren't going as quickly as you wanted them to. And you certainly have suffered, you know, your own like moments when you maybe felt like a failure, or you felt like things were not progressing quickly enough, or that there was so much, you know, heaviness, because 7 of Pentacles is Saturn and Taurus. So it's like the earth plane sometimes is like trudging through mud. It's like, oh my God, you know, like things are just, you know, heavy, and it's hard to get through things, and the pace of things. And sometimes, like, you may feel like it's 1 step forward and 2 steps back, right? Like, that you're like, oh, this isn't going in the right direction, you know? And I'm also getting the energy of like teeth, or somebody's teeth. Like, somebody here might have had something, gone to the dentist lately, or had a cavity filled, or had something with their teeth, or is now taking better care of their teeth. But I definitely feel that energy here. And, you know, it's just like, yeah, with this energy of like getting to the root and getting to the core things, and having to test things, having to be tested a little bit. I feel like sometimes you guys have been like, you know, I've been tested, and there's been times when I haven't been able to really move forward. But I feel like sometimes it's your guys' perception, because it's like, use your mind wisely here, right? Because I also feel like sometimes maybe you are bored, right? It's like, I feel like there can be, when you guys take a risk and you put yourselves out there, things do flow for you. Things happen easier for you than they do to other people. And I think that's something that, you know, it's time to kind of receive that light code, that when you start something new, it kind of happens for you easier than other people. But I feel like you guys are so achievement oriented here with the Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles, like putting in consistent effort. I mean, sometimes it's like, it can get boring at times, or you can feel like this isn't fast enough, right? And Spirit is just saying here, you know, Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely, right? Like, you know, don't be greedy, right? Because you got some good stuff here. And I don't mean to say that in like, you know, don't be greedy. I mean, it's okay to be greedy and get what you want, but also don't have a miserly attitude towards yourself, right? Like, or put so much pressure on yourself, pile number one, okay? So use your mind wisely, because when you really put yourself out there, things take off, okay? Or they're about to. That you guys are receiving, you know, some light codes around your effort and the way that you've been tested, and how, you know, going forward, things are going to happen easier for you here, okay? They're going to happen easier. Yeah, okay, so we have Ace of Pentacles. So, I mean, one thing I said recently was, yeah, the Four of Cups. Don't be ungrateful, pile number one, right? This is, I mean, you know, hey, like, we got to be honest with ourselves, right? Like when we have the Sun, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, it's like, wow, that's pretty badass, you know? But I think here with this Ace of Pentacles, it's like, you know, planting a seed now for what's to come in the future, okay? And some of you are in a very diligent, roll your sleeves up, put in consistent effort, don't be afraid of failure, and just put one foot in front of the other. And it's going to be, you know, Spirit is going to give you the juice that you need, is going to give you the inspiration that you need. And then all you need to do is take that first step. With the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles here, it's like all you have to do is take those first couple of steps down the road. And it's like, yeah, you're going to be victorious and you're going to be successful, okay? So that is the energy that I'm getting for you, pile number one. We're all going to have peace. We're going to give and receive with others. We're not going to be closed down. We're going to open up and allow Spirit to share the love with us, okay? So thank you so much, pile number one. And I hope that that reading was, you know, informative to you. And I hope that your third eye, because we have the third eye and the amethyst here, that you did get some activations there and you did receive some light codes, okay? So thank you so much, pile number one. You take care of yourselves. Okay, let's move on to pile number two. Let's do it. Okay, clearing the energy, thank you. And let's get into your reading. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the red agate. And today's reading is called What Light Codes Are You Receiving? Now, if you don't know what a light code is, or you want an example of that, be sure to watch the intro to my video, because I do explain what a light code is. So if you're like, huh, what does she mean by that? And just a quick recap, like light codes are symbols, synchronicities, patterns through music, art, words that people say that help raise our vibration, raise our frequency, that get us to dial into new unexplored ideas and aspects of ourselves that we need along our journey, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. We have the red agate here. And let's just say, Spirit, we have our arms open and our hands open to receive during this reading. We would love to receive your light code, Spirit. For my pile number twos, please open my energy. Thank you. Okay. I'm also getting like the T names, like Tammy, Tomahawk. I don't know why I just got Tomahawk. What's tomahawk? Okay, I'm gonna have to Google that after this reading. Isn't that a type of an airplane or a type of thing in the military or something? Tomahawk? Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number one. Somebody here could be in the air, or pile number two, sorry. Somebody here maybe is associated with the Air Force, or has somebody in the Air Force, or wanted to maybe consider joining the Air Force, or does something with airplanes. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're not here to question, right? We're just here to receive. So let's go ahead and get into it. What light codes is pile number one, or pile number two? Maybe some of you guys need to watch pile number one. What messages is pile number two receiving here? Let love transform, okay? So let love transform you. And with this background here, I feel like some of you here could be artists, and you could be painters, or you could like painting. And I'm seeing the word I here, right? And this to me also, like the letter I, but this to me also looks like an I. I feel like some of you guys have a very creative eye or a flair for design, or like you see things in a different way than other people. And I feel like, you know, look at this card here, pile number 2, and see if this image doesn't kind of help you kind of anchor into the light codes that you're supposed to see here. I also just got the word forgotten cities, okay? And I feel like you guys are part of, you know, like you remember like some, like Lemuria, Atlantis, all right? I do feel like you guys are receiving, you know, light codes maybe while you sleep or during the day even, about some of these forgotten or lost cities. And yeah, and I feel like your guys' eye, the way you see things or look at things, is different than other people. Like you really see the potential and the artistry and the symmetry like differently than other people do. You may have a very prominent Venus in your chart, okay? But let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see what we've got here. Talent, there it is. There it is. You guys are gonna be receiving light codes about your talent, all right? Some of you here could be dancers, or you could have to, you know, the body and movement with the body and seeing like, you know, the magnificent that is the body and how the body can move and change and transform, right? I mean, you guys got some real talent. This is like raw talent. The way that you see things is really, you know, it's almost, have you guys heard of the word protean, Protean, protean? Look, Google that. It's the protean kind of eye. It's the artistic eye, okay? Talent, freedom, okay? Like, yeah, like feeling like you can create, like you're not a bird in a cage, and that you don't have to rely, like you can do things in a new way. And if one thing was successful, I actually heard this on a video the other day, that you guys know that song, She's My Cherry Pie, Cool Drink of Water, Such a Sweet Surprise. I think that was Warrant, that actually, it's like an 80s like metal band that came up with that. And like, I think the lead singer from that band like got so tired of that song and having to play it over and over because it was like the greatest hit, and they became very annoyed. I actually heard this on a YouTube channel the other day, and this is just reminding me of it because it's this freedom for an artist, right? Not feeling like, okay, something was successful, so then I have to just copy that over and over and over. No, it's like Spirit is saying, look at things different, okay? Look at things in a new way. Look at things differently to activate your creativity and your talents, right? Because I feel like sometimes as creators, we see that something is successful, but then we feel like we have to continue, like we can't deviate from that. And Spirit is wanting you to have that freedom to kind of see things in a new way. Okay, we have detach from drama, look up. Again, with your eyes. They say in yoga, it's very important to find a place on the ceiling, like when you're doing triangle pose or a very intense pose, find a spot on the ceiling and focus your eyes. Where your eye go, your body goes, right? And I feel like Spirit is saying, look up, okay? Detach from anything going drama happening around you, and look up, because that's where the inspiration and the creativity is going to come in. That's where the light codes are going to come through here. Wow, I've never drawn this in a reading, this card before. We have Metatron, Rainbow Bridge, always open. Okay, so Spirit, your talent is always open. Your abilities and your ability to see things in a new way, it's always open for you. The angels have given you this clear path, right? It's always open. So look at her kind of like hunched over, kind of closed down, right? Spirit is saying, open up your energy and look up from what you're doing. So I feel like some of you also may be like on the computer a lot, or you may like graphic designers, things like that. Like you may be on the computer a lot, you may be on your phone a lot, on your technology a lot. Spirit is saying, move your body and open up. That is how open. Also too, when their heart spaces get shut down, they tend to kind of close in and put their shoulders in. Posture is important, I feel like, for you guys to receive. Open up your chest area and push your shoulders back, okay? Yeah, we have 4 of Wands here, joy and stability, okay? So, you know, we don't want to think that like freedom. I feel like, you know, joy and stability to you guys. Look at this here too. I feel like this image could be activating to you with this gold and explosion here of light and the subtle energies. I feel like, yeah, with the sacral chakra and the solar plexus are taking off. It's like the freedom to create and do what you want to do, okay? And creating that stability and excitement from what you're doing. We have, ooh, Ace of Cups, love abounds. Okay, yeah, it's that creative, healing, loving gift from the divine here. Number 7, awaiting results. So here's you guys doing something new and, you know, watching it. It's like me sometimes when I post a new YouTube video and I'm like really waiting for the reaction to see if people like it, if it hits, if it's good, right? Just staring at it, hoping the thing grows, right? Instead of just trusting and kind of like putting things out there and just, you know, doing it from your heart space. But then a lot of times we sit there and we judge our efforts. We're like, was that good? Did that hit? Was that relevant, right? Like we sit there and we kind of are just like, well, how did this do, right? And I feel like Spirit is saying here, try not to get too caught up in that because, or kind of spend too much emotional energy on that because there's other projects and other things you guys need to open up to here. Ooh, there it is. There's the sacral chakra, number 33. And what did I just say? The sacral chakra and the solar plexus, doing what you love, okay, and nothing less. Yeah, that creative talent pouring through you guys like water. Okay, I love it. We have magic and alchemy. And again, it's the oranges and the yellows, okay? It's the red, oranges, and yellows. And I feel like, you know, having those colors in your space and kind of mixing them together would be good for you guys, all right? And magic and alchemy comes from this very creative space. And this is how you guys get, you know, you get downloads or you get, you know, codes or you get like, this is what I should do, or you feel excited about moving and doing something new. All right. So that's where the magic is. That's where the joy is. Let's go ahead and see. We have Hawk. Let spirit be your guide, the hawk spirit, okay? Hawks have been coming up a lot lately in readings, I've noticed, but it's like spirit is saying, trust us. And, you know, with this awaiting results, we can get like, did I succeed? Did I fail? Did I succeed? Did I fail? Right? Like, and we get kind of hung up on that and we spend a lot of energy in that space instead of like just pushing on into something else and putting it out there and just letting it take life of its own, okay? So with this hawk, spirit is like, let us be your guide. Dragonfly, truth transcends illusion. Again, both, we have number 22 and number 32, 10 years apart here, okay? For some of you, I feel like spirit is talking about your growth and how far you've come here and how much you've actually trusted, just gone with your gut and trusted, and how it is leading you or has led you to more freedom in your life, okay? And birds may have a great symbolism for you here. Let's see what else we have. Divine talents, holy cow. Pile number 2. Look at this. Look at this. Look at let spirit guide you to the things that are like really resonating with you, okay? And look at all this raw talent you have, pile number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and read here from this Divine Talents, number 39, and see what is coming through. All right, so let's go ahead and see. All right. You are a talented soul. Over many lifetimes, you have developed your spiritual abilities to channel higher awareness and attract healing energy and radiate light to uplift the consciousness of those around you. Your divine talents are many and uniquely expressed through you. Your talents do not have to resemble those of another to have their value. Do not be afraid to use them. Okay, divine talents are unlimited. They include the ability to channel spirit guidance and healing energy, to perceive clairvoyantly, to be psychic and empathic. Other spiritual talents are the ability to release earthbound spirits, earth healing techniques such as working with energy grids, as well as healing ability with crystals and the varied technologies of light. There are other spiritual talents too. These include writing, performing, sound healing, dancing to awaken awareness, creating art, photography, or divinely inspired tools and jewelry. Cooking food that heals the body is a spiritual talent, as are the abilities to bring people together, to offer comforting and inspiring words at the right time, all right? You guys are giving light codes to other people. Okay, you guys are, and let spirit guide you, okay? Because let spirit with this Ace of Cups, let your heart guide you, to really dig into your magic here, really, not even so much effort. I feel like you guys have put forward a lot of effort. Look at this concentration, playing the flute so fiercely here, but it's like spirit's like, hey, you don't even need, like, there's joy and stability here. Like, there's just natural alchemy that's happening now. Over the last 10 years, think about how much you've grown and how, just how much your talents have grown, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Let's read some more here. You could use your divine talents in your career as a healer, in your work in the corporate world, or in your stay-at-home role as a parent, helping to raise more conscious, secure, and empowered children in a world that is in desperate need of strong, spiritually grounded leaders for the future. You can use your talents to create a vocation that truly inspires you and brings your light to the world, okay? You have spiritual talents, some of which have been developed in other lifetimes and will simply and suddenly spring back in this life as if from out of the blue, okay? Others need a little more attention, patience, and effort, okay? Awaiting results here and to be brought into the world. This is particularly the case for you now at this time. And if you've been drawn to the past life activation oracle, okay? So some of you guys are tapping into past lives here. And I want to read this invocation here because I feel like hopefully it will help you receive a light code here. Okay, pile number 2. So it says, all loving universe, teach me to realize and trust my divinely given talents. I ask you for your unconditionally loving assistance in releasing any block or obstacle to the full development and joyful expression of my spiritual gifts in the world. Help me find the courage and boldness within that I need to believe in myself and be completely empowered to make my loving contribution to the world through my own free will and divine merciful grace. So be it. Oh my God. Wow. Pile number 2. I hope you guys felt an activation through reading or listening to those words. I actually felt an activation through that too, okay? So let's go ahead and see what light codes are being activated now for pile number 2. What light codes are being, I feel the excitement, right? It's like what light codes are being activated here. 7 of Wands, Mars and Leo. That is the excitement, okay? 10 o'clock on my clock, straight up right now, okay? It's like, yeah, and I also feel like some of you guys here are like, I'm going to take this by force if necessary, 7 of Wands, and Spirit's like, you don't even have to do that. There's not even really, we're clearing these obstacles. We're going to clear obstacles, and I feel like that was, and courage, right? Courage and bravery to put your talents out there is what you guys are receiving right now, okay? Yeah, and I feel like, you know, it's like you guys are just turning your back on situations here. Like we have detached from drama, look up, and we have the Five of Swords at your back, okay? And I feel like, you know, Spirit is saying just work on your own. You're going to work on your own manifestations, and you know, people oftentimes, I feel like people may be salty towards you at pile number 2 at times because they don't see how hard you actually work. I feel like some of them think, you know, what you do is easy or effortless, or with the Two of Wands here, like you're not even having to do that much to sort of, even though this is a Mars and Aries card, and it's like we are doing a lot in the Two of Wands, but I also feel like, you know, the twos pull back to the High Priestess, so other people may think that we're not really doing as much as we are, especially with here, she's very relaxed and like looking at her phone and kind of staring out in the distance, and you know, and I feel like some of the people may be jealous, Five of Swords, or they may have attitude, or they may talk shit, right? And sometimes they are not really seeing how hard you work or how much effort you've had to put in over the last, you know, 10 years to get to where you are. And, you know, your job is to just keep going, okay? Let Spirit be your guide. And, you know, truth is transcending illusion here too. So, you know, detach from that drama, forget the drama, other people's jealousy, other people's attitudes towards you, situations where you felt like people were talking shit behind your back. Like, you know, I get it. It's rough, it's hard, and it sucks, you know, but Spirit is wanting you to kind of slough that off and just detach from that and let Spirit guide you here, okay? Because there's a lot of creativity and a lot of projects here that need your attention, and we can't spend so much time in that space before, like we did before maybe, okay? It's time to let that go. Yeah, we have Three of Swords here. So this was very painful for you. I feel like this is something that you guys have turned away from, that you're no longer want to put up with that. And if you see, you know, people that want to hurt you or want to hold you back or keep you down or get one over on you, you guys are standing up. You're standing up for yourselves. You're like, I'm not taking that anymore. I'm not taking that anymore. Like, I feel like some of you could have Neptune or Pisces in your chart, and maybe people have felt like it would be easy to take advantage of you or to get one over on you in the past, but it's like not anymore. I feel like your guys' Mars energy here is very activated. We have Mars in Aries, Mars in Leo. So it's like you're not putting up with it anymore, all right? And you're certainly not going to let your mind be drawn down into that, okay? And that's a big step for you guys. That's a big step to turn your back on that, okay? And yeah, because you're here, you know, I'm here for the love. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, okay? Love abounds. Like, that's what you guys are trying to focus your energy on. You're trying to focus on love and letting Spirit guide you here. And you're trying to care about yourself and your own mental and emotional state is what I feel like. And it's just like you guys are putting your energy into other more productive, you know, flows. I feel like, you know, you're just like, I'm not gonna, yeah, the devil is at your back. Like, you have turned away from the Five of Swords, the devil, and the Three of Swords. Like, you've turned away from partnerships or associations that were very negative, or even relationships, romantic relationships. It's like you guys have shifted, and that, you know, your shift, I also feel like when we shift out of that energy and we detach from drama and look up and let Spirit guide us, like, that's where the magic and alchemy starts to happen. We are creating a container that is positive for our own emotional healing and growth, okay? And that is a light code in and of itself. Like, I think you guys have been going through this light code. Like, you've been, you know, you've been working through this energy, and, you know, your growth is really shining right now, pile number 2. And the things that kind of got you in the past, or that would emotionally try to kind of pull you in, are just not on your radar right now. And I feel like some of you may be kind of doing your own thing, and you may have left friendships, you may have left relationships behind, work situations behind, and now you're kind of doing your own thing. All right. And, you know, Spirit is saying good, you know, good. It's all about, you know, taking care of yourself. And with the Devil card, it's like a lot of creatives, yeah, Tower on the bottom of the deck here. So things have really been shook up in your life lately, and you may have suffered some losses in your life, you guys. But I feel like with the Devil here too, it's a reminder of Saturn energy, okay? Because Saturn can be a good thing when we need to create a container for ourselves, that a boundary, set a boundary or a container for our own productivity and for art, magic, and alchemy to really flourish. That is a way that we can, you know, protect ourselves. That's a way that we can stand up for ourselves, okay? So Spirit is saying yes, yes, yes. And let us be your guide now, okay? And, you know, you're getting freedom to really express yourself and your talents on a new level. And I feel like a lot of you are becoming the platform. You're feeding this platform, and what you do with it is it's your energy, it's your baby, it's your essence that is fueling that, right? So remember that and grow in that and grow in love. I feel like pile number 2, okay? So, you know, blessings to you guys on your path, wishing you much success and happiness, okay? And don't forget, like I said, let Spirit guide you, the Hawk Spirit, okay? So thank you so much, pile number 2. And you take care. Let's go ahead and move into pile number 3. Okay. La-da-dee, la-da-da. Pile number 3. Let's go ahead and get into it. Clearing the energy. Okay, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Rose Quartz, and today's reading is called What Light Codes Are You Currently downloading or bringing into your space, okay? What light codes are you receiving right now, pile number 3? And for those of you that are like, well, what's a light code, or give me an example of that, watch the beginning of my video, because I do go into a quick example of, you know, what a light code was for me and, you know, how that happened, all right? And sometimes people activate us to see things in a new way, and it can be through their words, it can be through a direct connection to spirit, it can be through music, through art, through technology even, right? Sometimes through the internet, it's like we see something or we hear something that's like, boom, wow, you know, and we just feel ourselves opening up to something different, or coming into, you know, coming into greater abundance, coming into ideas that we didn't know, like, that hadn't even existed in our minds before, right? So part of this is an activation. I feel like I am trying to help you guys activate your light codes, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number 3s. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect to me. Please connect to my heart. I can feel the love for my beautiful pile number 3s. We are here to receive light codes today, to receive activations, and to open our minds and hearts. Okay, pile number 3. Let's get into it and see what light codes you are receiving, my loves. We have the all-encompassing hand. Oh, wow. Okay, and I felt the need to kind of put my hand out like that in the meditation for you guys. The all-encompassing hand, number 20, like catching you when you fall, giving you some buoyancy when you need it, like having that sense of safety, right, where we can return to the all-encompassing hand. Ooh, we have the truth here. So you guys are receiving some truths about what has been going on. And, and I feel like this looks like an eye that's closed to me. So I feel like some of you guys have been getting information in your dreams about 10:10 on my clock right now about what has been going on for you, all right? And what has been in your space, and you're getting some real clear messages about that, okay? Justice, okay? Truth and justice. So I feel like some of you guys are seeing the truth of some situations in your life right now. And I also feel like here you guys are weighing decisions, and I feel like you're trying to decide what to do about certain situations. And I do feel like you guys are receiving these light codes while you dream or while you're kind of subconscious. So let's go ahead and see what can we do here to kind of bring that out of the subconscious realms here. Okay, we have Archangel Sandalphon with you now, right? So this angel is holding you in the palm of his or her hand and saying, I'm with you right now as you face some of you may be facing some harsher truths right now, or you may be facing some of you may be going through a divorce or going through the ending of a relationship, okay? And your heart really needs healing with this rose quartz here. And I feel like some of you are feeling like you need a safe place to land too. Yeah, we have passion, love for life, okay? So some of you guys are seeing the truth about, you know, where everything is going in your life, where everything is headed, and what your next steps are, and what you have passion for. And I feel like definitely the truth about your heart and how you feel about something here. Yeah, we have Two of Cups coming together. All right. So again, I feel like for some of you, this could be about a relationship and the truth of it, and you know, what it means for your dharma, your karma, your life path, how relationships have altered and changed, right? When you come together with others. We have Two of Wands, spread your wings. So we have two twos here. And yeah, we have Eight of Swords here. So feeling hopeless and helpless. Sometimes here, pile number 3, I feel like some of you guys could be, you know, it's like you have a connection, you're with someone, and then it's like you're kind of on your own, and you're on your own path, and you're feeling like, you know, should I be like, you know, should I be with this person? Should we connect, or should I, you know, go down my own path? I feel like some of you are wondering about that, and it may have to do with partnerships in business as well, not just romantic connections here. We have throat chakra number 38, okay? So definitely we have air sign with the truth and justice, card number 38, getting something off of our chest here. And, you know, I feel like some of you, this even could involve a work situation where you really care about the people that you're, you know, work with, or you are very connected into that, and you're a very caring soul. But some of you guys are needing to, like, you haven't been feeling good where you're at. You've been feeling that hopeless, helpless energy. And it's like you're needing to, the light codes are going to come through your throat chakra. Like, and I do feel like some of you guys are going to see the truth. You're going to speak the truth, and you're going to bring a situation that has been out of balance back into balance here. Okay. And I do feel like with this harp here, that Archangel Sandalphon is playing, like it could come through music or through a song that you hear. Like all of a sudden you're like, I get it. I know the truth now. I know what direction I want to go in. I know whether I want to stay in this relationship or not. I know whether I want to move out of this job or out of this situation or not. So pay attention to the songs that you guys hear in the next couple of days or couple of weeks. Pay attention. If you're in a store or shop and you hear something, or something pops up on your, on your playlist that you haven't heard forever, and you're like, okay, I get it. I feel like that is coming through here. Number 29, protection. Okay. So yeah, protection from situations where we feel like we really need to see the truth, and we really need, and this all-encompassing hand, a light code you guys are getting is about protection from the angels, is what I'm feeling here, okay? What else do we see? We have the chameleon spirit. Act as if. Act as if you've already achieved your goal. Act as if you already know the answer to the question. Act as if you've already figured out what you need to do next here, and see how that feels, okay? Act as if some of you are questioning the truth about a relationship or a work situation, act as if you leave that situation and see how it feels, right? Act as if you've stayed in it. And I think it's kind of a good way to see like what is the right way forward here. Yeah, we have surrender now, moth spirit. So spirit is saying, something, I feel like for some of you guys, a situation is needing to kind of come to an end with this Eight of Swords spirit. And I feel like there's been something in your environment that's been bugging you. And you're like, I should be happy here. I've got this love. I've got this connection. I've got this energy around me, but something about it feels off. And I feel like you guys are like needing to surrender to that and see the truth. And the information is going to, you may hear someone speak the truth to you that activates a light code, or hear it through music. Okay. Yeah. All of a sudden my nose feels really, really stuffy in your guys' reading. Like I feel like my sinuses are blocked up here. Okay. And, whoa, yeah. Ooh, you guys, okay. It's like that moment when you drink water and the water goes up in your nasal cavity and then you're like, oh, that burns. But I feel like here with life path, you guys, as your life path is being redirected here, okay? And some of the conversations that you're going to be having where situations just seem hopeless, like they're not going to change, they're not going to end, your life path is actually being changed. I want to read a little bit from this 20 life path, okay? You are in spiritual training for a divine mission that serves your soul development and spiritual growth while simultaneously helping others. It will help you express your purpose in this lifetime. Okay? At times, your training may be aligned with studying or applying your skills in ways that seem obviously aligned. At other times, spiritual training may be disguised in ordinary life circumstances, okay? If you are unsure what you are meant to be learning or exactly how you are in training at the moment, look at the situations in your life that are causing you the most struggle. This is where you will find your training taking place. Oh, this is where you guys are receiving the light codes here too. The struggle is the place where holding on is competing with letting go. It is, however, nothing to be ashamed of. A growth edge is where you're doing the inner work of growing into more peace, trust, and love, and is a sign that you are certainly growing. It isn't comfortable. Sometimes it might cause fatigue or even a feeling of defeat, like this hopeless, helpless kind of energy here, guys. And it says, sometimes, you shall continue, and in time you shall triumph with the feeling of peace, resolution, and wisdom. If you are feeling stuck, perhaps you're working on a significant issue or challenge that won't seem to resolve itself no matter how much effort you apply, right? This again, right? Feeling stuck kind of energy. You're seeing the truth here and you're getting justice about that, okay? Call upon your higher self and soul to take over all aspects of the issue. Be patient. Do not resist what is, but don't collapse into it either. All right. Use your spiritual practices such as meditating, journaling, dancing, music, art, yoga, time in nature to strengthen you as you move through this training. Okay, if you're uncertain about what is happening in your life now, don't fret. Sometimes a smaller desire has to be sacrificed for the attainment of the greater vision. Be at peace. Know that all beings shine at the right time, and so shall you, okay? So here's this invocation, like your life path is actually shifting and changing, and that's why I think you guys are feeling, and that's why we have this chameleon spirit, because I feel like some of you guys are in environments that you don't necessarily like, and you're having to kind of act as if you're okay with it, right? And for some of you, I feel like it may be bringing back thoughts or experiences from when you were younger, and maybe in your family at times when you had to act like you were okay or things were fine, right? And I think that with truth and justice here and throat chakra, it's like holding back our truth or not saying what we feel or think. And Spirit is saying, you know, surrender now, like surrender now. And to what is, like it said in the book, like surrender now to what is. And but at the same time, you know, don't quit, like don't actually, you know, don't keep applying effort, but understand what is, understand the truth of a situation. You will get justice in this situation. I feel pile number 3, but your life path is being redirected, and that's the life code. That's the life code. You're getting not just a light code, you are getting a life code. So a switch in your circumstances, a big change that is nigh here for you, okay? And a light code you're also receiving is one of protection here too, because you have this Archangel Sandalphon that is working with you now. And I'm gonna read something about this too. I feel like there's a lot of stuff I wanna read here. And the all-encompassing hand that's holding you steady as you go through this major transformation, okay? So I'm going to read this invocation and hopefully it'll activate for you a light code. So it says, I call upon the wise and loving ones to assist me now in perceiving, living, and manifesting my truest and most joyful life path and purpose. Help me know what I need to know when I need to know it. And with everything else, may I be assisted to feel peace, trust, and patience as my beautiful life path unfolds, guiding by the loving hand of the universe. May unconditional love reach into the hearts of all living beings, helping every creature to find true fulfillment of their destiny. So be it, okay? So yeah, look at this. I'm just drawn to the image on the back too. It's like, look at all these butterflies, like releasing, changing, opening up, right? That's what I feel is happening for you guys here. And actually, I want to see this Archangel Sandalphon right here because I'm really drawn to towards this one, okay? So, all right, it says, working together, always for your benefit, a perfect blend of contrasting energies that serve you well, and where one is present, the other will surely be. Archangel Sandalphon reminds you that the ideas, goals, and ambitions that Metatron has encouraged you can best be achieved by taking your time, treading softly, and savoring every part of the journey. The summit of the mountain can be reached and awaits you, but you need to be gentle and create time for yourself to reach the end goal in good health and spirit and of sound mind. To be fixed only on the summit means you lose sight of the wonders and learning experiences at each step of the journey, okay? Your advancement forward is ensured. Take the time to feel the sunlight on your face and hear a bird's song in the morning and the sweet whisperings of angels who love and support you. Music is some of the energy that Sandalphon brings to you now. His host of heavenly choir, whose melodies and fine music lift the weary heart, soothe the tired body, and ease the restless mind. Each musical note is sounded to resonate within the very depths of your being. Music and color unite in Metatron, Sandalphon, to bring you joy and feed the soul and body as you journey on. Think today of a favorite color and gather it around you. Then remember and play a beloved song and let your ear chakras resonate with its melody, okay? So yeah, colors and sound, I feel like are very activation energy for you, pile number 3. And really hold a lot of light codes for you as far as being able to follow your passion and to come together with others and to spread your wings and fly, okay? So, I mean, yeah, this is good. I feel like pile number 3, like your heart is getting healed here. I want to look at one more card. I want to look at the all-encompassing hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at number 20 here because I don't think I've drawn that one before in this deck. Okay, it says, Perhaps you are in need of reassurance, dearest one. Perhaps you have been feeling somewhat alone on your path or struggling with a matter deep within your precious, beautiful heart, okay? With no other to bear witness to your life experience, you may question your life. You may question your life path, your sanity, your truths, and create doubt where no doubt need be. This must stop now. You are worthy of so much more, and this suffering is not essential for your growth now. It is time to let it be and to open up to the touch of grace, okay? So this oracle comes to you as the hand of the divine, the all-encompassing hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, okay? All that, allow the divine hand to reach for you. Do not turn away. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand, okay? The divine hand will reach for you in meditations, in your sleep, and prayers. Okay, yeah, I was feeling that in your dreams. You guys are receiving light codes. It will reach through you through life circumstances, through a smile or a hug you will receive from another, from a touch of another human being, through the song of a bird and the falling leaves, the soft fur of a beloved pet, through song lyrics that seem to speak when you are feeling deep inside, or the colorful dress of the stranger across the street who catches your eye that makes you smile. Wow, okay, yeah, okay. I love this, right? I love this. Let's see. This oracle comes with a particular message for you. There may be a situation or circumstance in your life that you may feel is somehow unable to be solved. This oracle comes with reassurance that there is nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved. All can be resolved. There is always a higher, better, and more beautiful outcome possible. Oh my God, pile number 3. I love that. Your life path is being adjusted and you're seeing the truth and you're going to get justice and you're going to speak your truth. Okay, pile number 3, that is a light code right now. Your throat chakra receiving a lot of truth and a lot of light codes. Let's go ahead and see what in particular is happening here for pile number 3, Spirit. What in particular is happening here? Let's see. The moon. Okay, so there's confusion, and I was hearing that as I was shuffling that, you know, I feel like there has been confusion, and the moon is also our subconscious, our dream space, our time where we get really psychic and really subterranean in our, you know, in our thoughts before sleeping, before waking, when our bodies are finally at rest and we can get in touch with what we're feeling, okay? And I do feel like there's been some confusion, all right? There's been confusion, and I felt it even as I was starting your reading. I was like, wait a second, what energy am I getting? And you know, it's like I should feel good, but I'm not feeling good. Like that's the kind of energy that I was getting, and I think that it's this confusion that's been around you, all right, and that's been worrying you at times. Pile number 3. Let's see what else here. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, the sense that things are never going to change, right? That like situations are going to stubbornly cling on and they're not going to change, and you're not going to be sure kind of what direction to go, okay? And the 4 of Pentacles, though, is also about getting grounded and conserving our resources, so that you guys may be getting ready to think about making a move or doing something different, and you're in a phase of, you know, needing to plan and conserve so that when you do make this move, you know, chameleon spirit, act as if, that you will not feel like so nervous or confused about it, okay? So let's go ahead and see what else is coming up here. What else is coming up for pile number 3? Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity, okay? When we finally let go and when we finally, you know, let go of the confusion and we are ready to let go, it's like, here's the brand new opportunity. Look at the butterflies here. And remember, I was showing you guys the butterflies on the back of the book too. I mean, yeah, we have the moth spirit, surrender now, okay? So you may have gone through a period of holding on to things tightly because you're like, you know, or just feeling like things are never going to shift or change, and being kind of resentful maybe even at times to, you know, what is. I feel like pile number 3, and hey, I've been there. If that's, you know, I've gone through that experience too, right? But with the Ace of Pentacles here, it's like finally giving you're giving yourself a chance to shift, okay? Giving yourself the opportunity to move forward and to move on, all right? And I feel like you guys will save enough, you'll conserve enough, you'll get clear images in your dreams, and then you'll be able to kind of, you know, feel comfortable pushing forward on something, and a new beginning is coming. Let's see what else here for pile number 3. 8 of Pentacles, right? So the heart, there's a lot of pentacle energy here. So this, you know, it doesn't have to be, but this could have to do with work, or it could have to do with your money, or, you know, how you make your income, and, you know, not really being into something anymore, not, your heart isn't in it, and you don't feel good about it anymore, and you feel like you're being led to do something else, okay? And, you know, I feel like some of you may just be sticking it out where you're at because it's a little bit safer. But I feel like here you guys are going to be given a new opportunity to excel here, 8 of Pentacles, in something that you really love to do, okay? That, look at, she's very focused too here. Like, she's actually really, really focused, and like, we are going, this is going to be like, I feel like some of you too, it's like this perfection kind of an energy as well, like perfecting your life path, perfecting your purpose. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to be a perfectionist and do things to death, okay? Because I feel like that's kind of how you guys lose your excitement too, and you start to feel hopeless and despair when, you know, you can't see the forest for the trees, right? When you get into that kind of mindset. So I think it's important for you guys, like, it's good to be excited about something and to want to do it really well, but also, you know, like, not becoming obsessed with it, okay? But I also feel like you guys are going to find a lot of satisfaction vocationally or in your calling through something new that's going to come up here, a new opportunity, okay? So let's go ahead and see what else is coming up here. The World, success, okay? Some of you guys have been worried, like, am I ever going to get out of this situation? Am I ever going to be able to move forward? Maybe some of you are wanting to be entrepreneurs or go do your own thing, and you're like, am I ever going to get out of this hamster wheel, you know? And with the World card here, much success granted for you, pile number 3, okay? Like, much worldly success granted to you. And I feel like your reach is just going to get even bigger. And your level of success and dedication is going to become even stronger, okay? And I do feel like with the World card here, it's a perfection of your life path, all right? And you've been down in it. You've been down in it wondering, like, is this all that there is? Is this all that, you know, that I'm built for or made for? And Spirit is saying, heck no, no way, okay? And with the 4 of Cups here, it's like, you know, we're still a little bit uncertain, okay? We're still a little uncertain of how this is all going to go. We could have Cancer, Capricorn energy here, but I feel like, why is this 4 of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the 4 of Cups showing up here with the World? Why is the 4 of Cups? Okay, yeah, Spirit is like, get inspired, the Star here, okay? Like, we're trying to, I feel like Spirit's like, we're trying to reach you, right? And we always, with the 4 of Cups, we always have an issue of receptivity. It's like, sometimes we turn away from things because we think that, like, only practical things. With so many Pentacles and the World card here, I feel like when you guys are sleeping or dreaming, you may get ideas, and, you know, you may talk yourselves out of them and be like, well, I couldn't do that, right? Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck, like, being very practical instead of following things like emotionally. And when Spirit is trying to be like, here's something, like, some of you guys may kind of pull back and be like, I don't know if I can trust that, or that's not, you know, I mean, some people have that feeling like they like are afraid of being like too woo woo, you know what I mean? Like too magical, too woo woo, that things actually have to take so much effort or work, and that we can't even rely on like those gifts or those moments of inspiration, right? So there are light codes that are coming at you, pile number 3, you know, and you just want to be like, you know, just be open to inspiration, okay, is what I would say here. And open to inspiration that doesn't make sense to you at first, that you're just kind of like, huh, what is that, you know? I feel like you guys are going to look at something and you're going to be like, I don't know if I like that, or I don't know if I'm into that or something, or something in your nature is like, I don't know, right? But then I feel like it's going to kind of take root in you, Ace of Pentacles, and you're going to be like, actually, I needed that. I needed that to like move forward. I needed that to expand my world and expand my mind. Okay. So yeah, I definitely feeling that Saturn energy, Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer energy in your guys' reading, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces energy here. Okay. So I hope you guys loved your reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please check out my other channel, Power Moon Tarot. The link is in the description box. And if you do enjoy these videos, I really appreciate any comments or anything that you would have to add. So thank you so much, pile number 3, and you take care of yourselves on your journey.